Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and on this one we have an update from a frauditor we just saw in a video, as well as a frauditor I have not covered before. So first and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Alright, my personal assistant took me to the wrong building. My personal assistant doesn't know what she's doing. Come on, Karen, get it together. I love that heart. That's kind of cool.
Hold on, they said the blue building.
Blue building over there?
I don't know. Is that 100 Clark?
I don't know.
Yeah,
this is Clark.
Yep, that's it right there.
Alright, so we gotta go across the street.
To that jail over there. That
Alright, so we're going over there now, you guys.
Jeez.
Sheesh!
Why can't y'all just be in one damn building?
This is where I came in. I came in here one time. This is where they come in and go out. The far one right here. They'll pull in the bus here in the far one because it's long. It goes all the way down. They pull in here and they back it in. They back it in, go all the way in, and they go all the way back out. When they take people here for court from MVC, when I came down here for court, or I already had court and I got my 180 days and then I went up there. But when I came back here, I went in there 2 years ago. That was fun. Walk sign is on. Yep, you always find shade in Vegas. You always find shade in Vegas. Luckily, they got these little sunshade things that are awesome. So, going over here to the Las Vegas courthouse and city building. There we go. Don't become a First Amendment auditor, you guys. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, a lot of steps, a lot of sweating, especially in Vegas. But from what I talked to the detectives, they're learning. They're taking classes. They're learning how to.
The lady that I was talking to at the police station.
Yeah.
I told her who it was, Derek Stevens. She pulled up an article that said how Derek Stevens is abusive to his employees.
Oh yeah. They were standing out there that one time.
He's just a pile of shit.
Let's go. Let's make this light.
The man will never. When we go back that way, we're going to change him and put that bag in the car. We're not carrying it around.
It's fine. I'm not wearing my jersey.
I am.
You can.
So I see everything out the backpack. I'll carry around a half empty.
We've been here before too. What'd I come here for last?
Pay your fines.
No, I paid my fines over there. This is where I came to go to court. Oh, when I was done with all my DUI stuff. All my DUI stuff. A lot of work, you guys. A lot of steps. I don't know. I haven't seen that sign that says I can't film yet.
Right there.
It says this is a public building.
No filming on the fertilizer group. You can stop.
Where does it say that? Oh, it doesn't say that here.
You can stop.
Oh.
I'm going with you. How about that?
You're not going to go with me? I don't see no signs that say I can't record.
Stop. You're in 2 cases right now. You want a third one? There you go. Enjoy. Give me my backpack. Give me the backpack.
She's just like, nope, ain't doing it. You have fun with that.
Give me the backpack.
I'm going to stop filming. Love you.
You're a pain in my ass.
See if I recognize anyone. See if I recognize any names. You guys recognize any names there? Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. That's cool. Ready? Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Going to the city attorney's office. Alright, there we go. My phone. So annoying. I had to restart my phone. We're already back to Golden Nugget. We left the city attorneys. I was gonna give you guys an update. Dismissed. So all that, filing the police report for nothing. They sent me a letter in the mail. I went back, they dismissed it, so whatever. But it'll make him think before he assaults someone. Don't put your hands on other people. Exactly.
So as a satisfying end to a disturbing story, the great kicking, or alleged kicking, of 2024 will go down in history as an unpunished crime. They are not pursuing charges. He is SOL and will not be filing that massive lawsuit that he thought he was going to be able to. All right, guys, next up, we've got a jackass in a library who really needs to understand that libraries are for books and for reading and not for making a complete and total ass out of themselves on the internet.
Now guys, right here I do a 360 because I noticed a couple of kids walking in. It's not against the law to record them, but to be nice, I kept my back to them and tried my best. This is important because later she makes it sound like I'm deliberately trying to record customers and the kids. Keep in mind it's not illegal and I can't help if they walk in the background, but I am doing my best, just to be clear.
So the very fact he is admitting and attempting to argue the legality of it right off the bat before this even occurs, he is acknowledging that he knows that capturing the images of these children and putting it to his YouTube channel morally, if nothing else, is an issue. It is 100% against YouTube's terms of service to video a child without consent of their parents. That is fact. That is something that he agreed to when he began posting videos. Whether or not he agrees with it, he is morally and ethically wrong. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And the fact that people are arguing this is absolutely ridiculous. Why do you want to advocate for the exploitation of children? There are so many other things you could do. So many other things you could do to advocate for the First Amendment, but you want to exploit children in order to do so. Do you see how the disconnect there is just monstrous? We're going to talk a little bit more later about the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which are the laws that protect children when it comes to disseminating their information online. But for now, let's get back to the video.
I'm not going to stop.
We do have signs up at the front.
I get it. You have that. I don't need that. I've seen them before.
Okay, I'm going to place it right here for you.
I do have a question for you, though.
No, I'm going to...
No, I have a question for you, ma'am.
You can't film in this.
I'm going to film.
Okay, I'm going to have to call PD. If
You can call them. This is a public entity. I pay for this. I have a right to be here. I'm not bothering patrons.
And given them our policies, and I have asked him to leave, and he is not, so now he is trespassing.
I'm not trespassing, ma'am. I have a right to be here.
Awesome, thank you very much.
You do realize members of the public have a right to be here and to record. It's a First Amendment right. Policies don't trump that.
Can you call Joey, please?
This is why I wanted a supervisor, someone who actually knew the actual laws. If you had a policy that says I'm not allowed to pray, or am I going to be kicked out for praying or free speech? I need your business card as well.
Hi, this is 3090 Allen Rock Avenue. We have an individual who's in the library filming. We have given him our policies and let him know that this is not allowed. And we have asked him to leave, and he is not, so now he is trespassing.
No, I have a right to be here, ma'am.
Yes. I believe white. No. Maybe 40s. Medium.
No consent.
Heavy build.
Don't need it.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
This is why I wanted to speak to a supervisor or a chief librarian.
So one of the things this moron is completely ignoring is the fact that a library is not an open public forum. It not now, nor will it ever be an open public forum. But beyond that, the American Library Association has its own Bill of Rights dating back to the 1930s, well before the invention of YouTube and camera phones. And one of those rights given to library patrons in this country is the right to privacy. All people, regardless of origin, age, background, or views, possess a right to privacy and confidentiality in their library use. Libraries should advocate for, educate about, and protect people's privacy, safeguarding all library use data, including personally identifiable information. Personally identifiable information includes your image. That is just fact. And as much as these jackasses want to grift from their audiences, it doesn't change fact.
I cannot see he has a Golden State Warriors hat on. It is gray and he has a black t-shirt.
Black t-shirt, camel pants, and black shoes.
Yes. Yes. No, but he is holding what the little selfie stick thingies with 2 phones.
Yeah, peacefully recording, trying to get some information.
I can't tell.
No weapons.
He is right at our information desk where we help patrons.
Except you refuse to help me.
Kirsten?
Kirsten.
Can I not repeat that because he is filming me?
I'm gonna get a copy of their phone record anyways of the 911 call. I'll get all the information.
I am a clerk.
Kirsten, the clerk, will get her public information, her salary.
408-808-3090. And then you can just call and ask for me or any of the supervisors that will know what's going on. Absolutely.
It's funny, I've been in their Cupertino library, other libraries. This is the only one that they are giving me problems.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
So you're gonna refuse to help me, ma'am? I'm trying to get service here. This belongs to the people. You can't ask anyone you want to leave just because you don't like me.
Okay. All right.
Can I get an application for a library card, please?
Yeah, it's on that computer. I can show you where it is.
I'm not really computer literate too much, so do you have an actual paper copy?
I can
Right.
print one out for you. It'll give me a few minutes.
That'd be great. And do you have a business card since you're the acting supervisor?
I do not have a business card, actually. I can give you my branch managers, though.
That'd be great. Thank you very much. And if I wanted to file a complaint, I would call her?
Yep.
Perfect, because you will be getting a complaint.
Okay.
Calling the police, armed men, hoping to come and violate my rights for simply taking pictures. Telling me.
Here again, we see the disingenuous and nasty nature of the frauditors. He's going to dox this woman's personal information in retaliation for no other reason than she is upholding the policies and rights that library patrons have been entitled to for a century, predating YouTube. And let's be honest, without YouTube, he would not be doing this. That is fact. He would not be doing this if it wasn't for YouTube. These guys are opportunistic scumbags, and 99% of them have absolutely no care for the First Amendment because they don't care about people. They don't care about other people's rights. They care about that AdSense revenue. They care about those super chats. They do not care about people's rights because people have the right to privacy in a library as a non-public forum, as written into the Bill of Rights of the American Library Association, established in 1939. People have the right to privacy in a library.
Telling me I can't sit down in a chair when I have a bad back? Smuckering and laughing when I almost tripped on your thing right here? See if the police show up, guys. It'll be interesting. Hopefully the PD comes and does the right thing and educates her on our First Amendment. Can you imagine if they had a policy that you're not allowed to pray? Or a policy that no black people or white people or Asian people were allowed? Kind of silly, huh? Or a policy that there's no free speech anymore? That's pretty much what they're doing. They're trying to restrict my rights. On top of that, they're trying to take away my freedom. They forget that this building belongs to the people, and I'm one of those people, and if they don't want to work here, they don't have to work here. But their information, their salaries, everything, it's public record.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm Senior Resource Officer Villegas with the City of San Jose.
Okay.
So,
Do you have a card by any chance?
yeah, well, here's my ID.
Oh,
I think I might have ran out of cards.
sorry, I said backwards, I can't.
So, but, so basically, Per the policies, we can't have you filming.
Yeah, so just like I was,
It's a little weird. Let me say my spiel real
Okay, go
quick,
ahead.
and then I'll hear you out. It's a little weird. There's a lot of kids here. Obviously, you're located next to James Lick. I mean, it is kind of weird, so I don't understand why you're, filming.
So let me clarify. So to start off, when I came in, first of all, my goal is not just to dispel any myths. My goal is not to record children or bother patrons getting services, children or not. When I first came in, I was actually getting shots of like the pamphlets. I wasn't even recording anyone, just so you know particular. I was actually checking out like over there. I have a bad back. I was sitting down in the chair. She came out very rude, like, oh, you can't sit in the chair. She's saying you can't record just from the get-go. And just to clarify, so there's policies, there's penal code, statutes, whatever. There's also our Constitution. I'm an independent journalist working on a story. Right. I did ask to speak with the chief librarian. She said he or she's not available. Branch manager. I'm not sure what the official title is, but they're not. That person's not available. Yeah. Just to clarify, though, I am allowed to record in here as long as I'm not bothering people.
So this is
No, let me finish. Okay. And I get it. It's not a traditional public forum. Yeah. Whatever policies they have, though, don't trump the actual Constitution.
So first off, he already admits he knows that filming children and posting it to YouTube is more than just a little suspicious. It's creepy. It's downright creepy. When it's done in this capacity, it is downright creepy. So he knows this video is pretty heavily edited, and he's talking about things that were not included in the video. So he cut some stuff out. Whether or not he was intending to when he originally started, I have no idea, but he cut some stuff out. Secondly, he admits this is not a traditional public forum. It is actually a non-public forum, being it's a library. They have the right to restrict filming. Now, that being said, a lot of libraries don't, because it is up to the individual library. If they want to make a policy where you can film as long as you don't capture people, that's up to them. This library does not, and they have the right to restrict filming. And last but certainly not least, I would like you to pay attention to the images on the screen, because on the left, you've got NorCal Cop Watch. On the right, you've got Anthony X. Do you guys see a similarity here? Because all of these guys look alike. Bay Area Transparency, same thing. You might as well carbon copy them because they all look alike. Makes you wonder.
You try to trespass me from public or arrest me for simply working on a story and gathering content, I will hold you personally accountable under California Penal Code 148G. I can record you under our Constitution, the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act 52.1. You will lose qualified immunity. You will be held on the actual lawsuit, $25K. No, but you personally, if you violate my rights, if you're part of it, you can be held personally responsible.
Mind if I take this?
Yeah, go for it.
For sure. Yes, I'm right here at the door. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. One second. All right. No, I'm just letting them know.
Hopefully he understands he's not feelings enforcement.
Yeah, no, for sure. Cool. All right, no problem. My bad, go ahead.
So to clarify, just to clarify your position again, because I'm still a little confused. I see the badge you mentioned. Are you actually with like the San Jose PD?
Yeah, so I am a civil servant.
Gotcha.
The same way that was in the military.
Hey, let me start by doing this. I appreciate.
I'm okay.
Let me do this. Come on, man. I appreciate your service. Don't leave me hanging, brother.
Okay. So basically,
So you swore an oath to the Constitution. You fought for our freedom. I hope you're not about to try to violate my rights.
What I'm saying is that we have policies.
Policies, not law.
You're violating our policies.
Policy.
And because you're violating the policies, now we have to ask you to leave. Refusing to do so means that you're trespassing. And because you're trespassing, we have already called patrol. They will come and they will escort you out, or maybe even cite you.
So to clarify, so you are trespassing me from public property for not breaking any laws, not causing a disturbance, simply because I have a camera exercising my rights. And the same thing like free speech, or if I had a certain religion, the same Constitution, the 5 elements under the First Amendment, gives me authority to do what I'm doing.
Sorry.
I wasn't bothering any of the patrons here. I wasn't causing a disturbance.
Right.
I was literally just here in the front. As a courtesy, I came out here actually because I thought I was waiting for PD to come out here, so I could wait for him. I didn't realize you were going to come from over there.
Well, I'm not PD.
So by you telling me that you're trespassing me now, if you could write down, I'll leave. You don't have to worry about that. If you're saying you're trespassing me and you're going to do it, that's all I need for civil litigation. If you could write down your name and badge number on a piece of paper and an incident number, I'd like that. And I'll take off.
Again, I'm not a cop. I'm not.
Well, I thought you just said you were a cop.
No, I'm a senior resource officer.
Gotcha.
So when you go back and rewind that.
No, I heard you say that. I was just a little confused. That's my bad. Okay.
Oh, okay. So.
Because you have a badge, so you're not law enforcement.
I'm not law enforcement.
You're not a sworn law officer.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I'm a senior resource officer. I help out the homeless. I enforce policies. I enforce guidelines.
So you enforce policies.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this: if they had a policy saying no free speech, or no religion allowed in here, or no Mexican people or white people, would you enforce that?
Let's go talk outside.
Would you? No, I'm right here. I'm just saying here where it's cool. Would you enforce that?
Let's go.
Someone really needs to tell Jackass there is a difference between a civil right and a civil liberty, and trying to compare racial discrimination against not being able to post a YouTube video is pretty pathetic. But not only that, if you take a look at Dumbass's channel, you will see what it is not listed as by his own hand. It is not a news channel. It's shocking, I know, but it's not a news channel.
I appreciate you talking outside, just because there's other people
Well,
here.
that's why I'm over here. I'm not trying to go there. We're pretty far away. I'm just trying to stay out of the cool, man.
I get what you're getting at. I'm just letting you know you were being trespassed.
Do you have the authority to trespass someone?
Patrol, they are coming out.
Do you have authority to
So
trespass
they will
someone?
be contacting you. So that's
So they can contact me. Now, if they tell me I have to
All right,
leave
thank
under threat of arrest, I'll leave. You're a disgrace, brother. You're a disgrace. I'm wondering what side you fought for. What a disgrace. Total disgrace to the uniform, guys. He said he fought for our country. This guy says he fought for our country. I'm wondering, or said he never said our country. He just said he's former military. I'm starting to wonder what side. And she may be laughing over there thinking our freedom's funny. She forgets she works for the people. And this guy's a clown. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the PD. We're gonna see what they say. I thought he was actually law enforcement. He's just some type of worker, or what do you call it, a community policy enforcement. Kind of silly. Let's go wait for the PD, guys. Hello. How are you? I'm just waiting for you guys. I was getting ready to take off because it's been hot, but I know they called on me. So I just wanted to get an incident number, one thing, when you're done. Yep. And then if you guys could just do me a favor and let them know that I have a right to be here. I wasn't bothering patrons. I wasn't sticking cameras in their faces. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't trying to record children, even though I can't control if they're in the background or something. Right. When I first came in, right off the bat, I have a bad back. I just came from a doctor appointment. I was sitting in the chair right by the front, minding my own business, and she comes out snapping, like, oh, you can't sit there. And I'm like, I'm just resting my back for a few minutes. And she's like, oh, you can't record. And I'm like, of course I can record. I wasn't trying to record her, but when she engaged in conversation with me, I tried to explain to her that even though this is not a traditional public forum, this is still owned by the county. I have a right to be here. I got an application for a card. Right. I wanted to get some information from, I think it's the Tiffany. I could be wrong, the chief librarian or whatever you call them. It's like a supervisor kind of type role. Okay. But if you guys could let them know that I have a right to be here, they're not here. You guys aren't here to enforce fillings. We're law enforcement, and I hope you guys do the right thing and honor your oath. Now, if it's under threat of arrest and you guys say, hey, I have to leave, I will leave peacefully.
So I'll explain to you, like any business,
sure.
This place itself also can ask you to leave.
Well, this is not a traditional business. That would be like City Hall saying, hey, we don't want you here just because, like, so.
They can still ask you to leave.
Well, let me just ask, let me let you know what I'm doing just so you guys can make a more executive decision. So I'm independent press. I'm working on a First Amendment audit / story. I'm gathering content for a story. Under the First Amendment, which is protected under the 5 elements, like freedom of speech, freedom of religion. If they didn't like my religion, if they didn't like speech because I'm speaking, they can't kick me out simply for exercising my right. Now, if I was causing a disturbance,
we haven't talked to them yet.
I'm just letting you know. But yeah, if I was causing a disturbance, I could totally see, hey, disturbing the peace, or you're not letting patrons do their, their activities in peace. Sure. But me simply, just checking out to see if there's any artwork. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in your Cupertino one. I've been in your other San Jose ones. They're most of them, 99.9% of the time, they're very inviting. They come out and give me their business card. They let me know if they have any, like, how do you say, unique features like artwork or whatnot. The lady here, first of all, she's not the custodian of the property. She's just a staff member that doesn't want me here. And so just to be clear, so like I said, if you're going to enforce that, if you're going to enforce those feelings, I will leave peacefully. You don't have, I don't want to be arrested,
Right.
but I will hold you guys accountable. I don't want to have to make a complaint. I'd rather highlight you guys like stars, for honoring your oath.
Like I said, we're going to talk to her just to kind of get her side of the story of what's going on. I know you told us that.
Yeah,
you were doing
and like I said, if I thought I was doing something
suspicious or
bad, I would
creepy or
have taken off and ran a long time ago. It's like 90 degrees out
as long
here.
as there was no complaint lodged against you by a fellow patron of the library, then,
But even if there was, like I can't,
Yeah, but depending what it was.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm kind of getting at. If there's something going on that they're not telling us, but they see something different.
Yeah. No, I get you. Like I said,
then,
I try to exercise my rights. You guys probably are familiar with what I do as far as, people with cameras, going out there. But I try to be compassionate and considerate. There was a couple times like a parent came in with their kid and I deliberately turned my camera down just to be nice.
Right.
I didn't have to. So I tried my best to keep them off
yeah, I mean,
the camera.
obviously if you're just filming, it kind of puts people at sometimes, especially if you're just with that gimbal and you're kind of walking around and asking what you're doing.
And I never once walked up to their face and put it in their face. I any given time I was 15 feet away.
Okay.
On there. When I first walked in, like I said, I was literally just sitting in the chair by the front door to the right.
Yeah.
They have a little display set up with pamphlets and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, that's for the person that works there." I'm like, "There's literally no one working there. It's just a display of information." So I was just sitting in the chair for 5 minutes to rest my back.
Okay.
We're gonna go talk to them and we'll be right back.
Just guy with a camera.
Guy with the camera. First thing,
Yeah, just guy with a camera.
Okay. No problem.
Depending on how this turns out, I'll give you a little more information after.
Okay, sounds good.
And like I said, if it's under threat of arrest, I will leave peacefully.
Okay, just hang tight here for a second.
Well, I'm not detained, right?
I mean, you're not detained.
I just want to hear what's going on. You guys got your body cam on too, right?
You are. They've been on, yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate you.
Can we talk to you over there?
Just remember, they have their body cam on. I'm going to request a copy of what you say, so be honest with what you say.
You can.
All right, so while they're doing that, I'm going to go try to see if they have their screen on. Hopefully they do the right thing. They honor their oath. They don't try to enforce fillings. Hopefully they let them know, hey, if I'm just walking around with a camera, peacefully recording, not bothering people, I have a right to be here. Vehicle 3779. They do have their computer screen closed. Not much to see there. I'm going to see what those officers say. Hopefully they do the right thing. Hopefully they educate them. Hopefully they're not conspiring, trying to find a way to violate my rights or anything like that.
Hopefully he will stop saying the word hopefully. Maybe. I am hopeful. But, at the end of the day, he knows it's not a public forum. He knows it's not a public forum. So he's attempting to twist the narrative for his subscribers to make it seem like he does believe that he has the right to be in there when he doesn't. He may have the right to be in the building, but he doesn't have the right to record whatever he can see. It is not a public forum. They have the right to limit photography. And the fact that I'm pretty sure he was intentionally filming children and he cut it out because he knew how it would make him look. He's been awful defensive about it throughout the video. I think he got caught, is what it is. I think he got caught and now he's ashamed of it, but he's got to use the footage somehow. So he's trying to twist this narrative like he is being asked to leave when he was doing absolutely nothing. I know, shocking, like every other frauditor who is 100% innocent of every crime every single time. It's amazing how that works. But I believe they are going to do the right thing, and they are not going to enforce his feelings, which is what he wants them to do.
I come in peace, guys. I'm not here to give anyone a hard time. What I would like to see happen is that, hey, they educated them. They're not going to enforce policies. They're going to enforce the law and the Constitution, most importantly. I'll go back into a quick victory lap. And I get it. It's not a traditional public forum, but this is also not a private business or entity. This is owned by the people, belongs to we the people, and we have a right to monitor our government. We have a right to exercise our rights. If they say we can't exercise our First Amendment, freedom of press, that's pretty much the same thing as saying you can't exercise your religion, you know, or free speech or anything like that, guys. So it'll be interesting to see what they say. Hopefully they don't come and put cuffs on me. They do have their gloves on. Guys aren't about to arrest me, are you? I see the gloves on. Okay. So how did it work out? Are we good?
Okay, so they've asked you to leave several times while you're inside, correct?
I can't answer personal questions.
Okay, they told us they have.
Okay.
And they want to press charges for trespassing. It's a muni code, it's an infraction.
So even though I'm not committing any crime, I'm just simply in here exercising my rights. They want to press charges and you guys are going to enforce that?
It's a muni code violation.
For peacefully recording, getting information.
They asked you to not record. And
yeah, but the rules don't trump my rights, though. It's our Constitution. Like I said, if it's under threat of arrest, I will leave. But I would like to see those that you guys educate them.
I understand what you're trying to say. So,
because I have rights too.
This is, like my partner explained, it's still a business.
It's a business open to the public for the people, though, by the people.
Yes, and
it's like a post office.
They still have the rules.
But it's not law.
I'm telling you, they have their rules, right? They asked you to comply with the rules. They asked you multiple times. They provided you a copy of these rules, and you didn't comply. And you return, you're still doing the same thing. They advised us the same thing, and I'm telling you now. And right now, it's only a violation of a municipal code, which is only an infraction.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys are going to give me a ticket?
Yes.
For being in a public building?
After they asked you to leave.
In a public building?
And trespassing.
Yeah, but it's a public building open to the people. Do you guys have a sergeant you can call?
Sure. You want a sergeant?
If possible, yes.
Not a problem.
So I can't believe you guys are about to enforce feelings rather than actual law.
It's not feelings.
It is feelings. I'm exercising a First Amendment right.
It's absolutely not feelings.
I'm working on a First Amendment right, and you guys are about to give me a citation, taking money out of my pocket for my family because I'm exercising my rights.
They have their own guidelines, okay?
Guidelines, but not law.
Right. But if you make people uncomfortable...
I wasn't going around making people feel uncomfortable. I was literally in the corner minding my own business.
Let me explain to you what they told us, the details.
Okay.
You were filming, maybe minding your business at some point.
Yes.
Okay. But you were coming up to people within reach where it could be recorded on your camera. They're saying that they were giving out information like names, last names, dates of birth.
I'm sorry. What?
Information.
Say that part again.
Dates of birth.
No, but what do you mean? Like as far as that goes, what do you mean?
So let's say he's the librarian.
Uh-huh.
I'm somebody else's whatever citizen, a kid, and they're asking for information. You're recording this transaction.
That I wasn't doing.
Well, that's not what they're.
That's why I was confused when you said that.
Right. So that's why I want to explain the details, right? So
that's
why they don't allow that kind of stuff, because there's personal information being let out and you're recording it.
So literally, I have everything on camera. When I was sitting in the corner, one guy came in after, which was going to the stand over there.
Camera or no?
Yeah, I can show it to you, but I can just so you know. So when he was getting his business, I deliberately walked away, kind of just to let him finish his business.
Times, right? The kids, that kind of stuff, but
I wasn't recording. Like when they were up there, like I never once went behind him and was going like this and recording personal information.
So,
but even if I was, the onus falls on them to protect it, not me.
It's funny to me when they use things like the onus is on them to justify their behavior, when in fact, one of the ways that this library is protecting its patrons' privacy is to limit filming inside the library. Like the officer said, this is a business. And one of the ways that civil liberties can be restricted is if you are interfering with the purpose of the business, you can be asked to leave. At the end of the day, the world is not populated by a legion of evil and tyrannical librarians that are out to do nothing but violate your rights. They are there in our centers of learning and our centers of knowledge to be able to facilitate people using the business the way it is meant to be. It is not there for you to make a YouTube video.
But I wasn't, though.
So here's the thing. They can't tell when your camera is on or off, right? Because you just have no gimbal.
But they can tell when I walk away, though. I walked away when that gentleman was up there.
Maybe.
I can show you the footage if you do want to see it. I'm happy to show it to you.
We'll take a look
on there if that will help influence your decision before trying to enforce feelings.
They've already established that they want to press charges, and you can, whenever you go to court, you can sue them if you want. I don't know, whatever you want to.
So wouldn't you have to see that infraction in order to enforce it? Wouldn't you have to give me the opportunity to leave?
No, because they've asked you to leave several times and you came back several times.
I never said they asked me several times.
For them. Right? You were inside the library, you mentioned
Where
that.
where I have a right to be.
Okay, well, again, you can't record.
So if they don't want me in there because I'm black or Mexican, and they have a policy that says you can't have religion or free speech.
There's nothing about race mentioned.
No, but this is my First Amendment right, our Constitution. I'm literally just working on a story peacefully. Okay. I'm not yelling.
We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. He does continue to argue and talk in circles for a little while longer, but honestly, I am tired of listening to him talk. He was criminally trespassed from the library, and I believe job well done on the police officers in this particular instance. One of the things that frauditors really love to gloss over is when it comes to freedom of the press, use of a camera is not mutually exclusive. You can still exercise free press without a camera. Just because a library does not allow you to film for privacy reasons does not mean you cannot still report on your surroundings in the manner of the press for generations past. Many, many, many people were press before the invention of a smartphone and YouTube. But that's something they don't like to talk about because that destroys the narrative. The fact he is continuing to try and compare a civil rights violation and racial discrimination to him not being able to film a YouTube video is gross. Like, actually gross. And really speaks to the character of the person behind the camera. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will catch you on the next one.